Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for joining me again today. My name is General Confusion, and this is Missionforce Cyberstorm. So, if we look at our team, I've done just a little bit of upgrading off camera. So we have Pestilence fully upgraded, complete with anti-gravity node. War, Famine, and Death also have their anti-gravity nodes and their electric image displacers. Weapon-wise, I'm mostly keeping the same loadouts, P-lasers and missile SPXs. I haven't yet upgraded to the missile HKs except for Pestilence itself. And I've already... oh, I can upgrade to the L1000 targeting computer now as well, but I haven't done that yet just because I ran out of funds. I have replaced our Protoderm in Fast Shadow, our miner, with Kyoko. I'm going to also give him back missile SPs because I'm not keeping this one around for damage, but for speed. If I had money, I would give it an anti-gravity unit, but I don't at the moment. Unless, well, what I could do is I could cut the shield down. That wouldn't save enough to do it anyway. Alright, so we're going to go with what we have. We have 8 Hercs in total, of which 4 are Reapers, so we have a pretty significant combat force. I think I'm going to go on a secure area mission to Ursk. So, we know there to be a distinct cyber presence. Ursk, this gives me 52,000 credits in bonus, plus 1,000 credits per cyber, which is pretty nice. Ursk is a low-gravity planet, so our anti-gravity units won't work as well as they normally could, and some of the terrain, the snow, is very difficult to move in, so we will still be pretty slow on this mission. The atmosphere is toxic, and energy weapons and shields are both dampened, so you're more vulnerable, but on the other hand, the weapons that do the most damage to shields also aren't very effective. So overall, it's kind of a wash, actually.
Herc base. Launch
so
initiated.
let's go.
Warning,
Let's go
shields.
wipe out a mobile defense node. So if you can see here, our shields are very, very low. And it's very, very dangerous seeming. So let's see. Let's get down here into cover, first of all. Because what we want, ideally, is we want the Cybrids to have to come to us. Now, because we are behind hard cover, we can't see very far with our non-scout sensors, but our scout Hercs with their sensors should be able to see quite a distance. Yeah, okay. So you also get behind cover. Your shields are so low as to be completely useless. We're just going to move down those Hercs into that crevice, and then we'll split into another team over here in this crevice. Slightly less firepower because it doesn't have a giant in support, but we do have our demon here, which can provide some more P-laser fire. This guy, okay, he can only get to cover there. That's fine. Go down there, and we'll see where the Cybrids come from. Okay, they came from nowhere at first. That gives me time to move him into position, which is fine. So, as you can see, our shields are actually recovering somewhat. I don't know exactly, I don't remember how far up they'll go. I don't think they ever recover to full, but they start off very, very low. Okay, so the mobile defense node is sweeping in from this direction. That's just a Spectre V2, not terribly threatening. That is a little bit of a problem, though, because it means they have the high ground. Get Death up here. See if I can get a shot at him. Yes, I can. Yes, he hit shields. Well, his shields were very, very low, so... Alright, so we've got that Spectre killed. We're going to crouch and put our shields up that way. See, our regeneration on our shields is very, very slow. Put War over here. Belphegor will move up front because he is the most disposable. So that's the direction the mobile defense node is in, so they should all pretty much be coming from that direction. Yep, here we have some genocides. Let's get the first shots off. Because one thing we definitely need to do is we need to take out as many of them as possible before they start shooting back. So this team can move up because we won't have another group coming from that direction.
Shields.
Can you fire anything? Can you fire your... You could fire your blast mortars. Sure, why not? Okay, there's a cyber back there. Alright, so they're flanking around to the left a little bit.
Movement. Shields.
Up. Malignus V3. Okay, that's a pretty impressive little force right there. Ooh, I got it, though. Benefit of having a Herc that hasn't fired during the turn. Okay, so there was a Spectre. Where did it go? Spectre. A Spectre came down here. I know, there it is. Thought you could get away from me.
Reloading. Enemy destroyed. Shields.
We've gotten rid of the Spectre. Now, we're going to get rid of the Genocide. So the 90mm accelerated cannon, decent weapon. Not fantastic, but decent. Okay, so now that's an Arachnus V1. It is not threatening. I'm not worried about it because it's equipped with only, you know, V1 weapons.
Shields.
Do you have any hit chance? No, you have a 15% hit chance on him. Well, you might as well take a pot shot. If nothing else, you can provide missile support. 41% to hit him. Not bad. If you go up there, 72%. Good. Well, get rid of him. There's the Missile Hunter Killer. One shot, dead. Ooh, if you can. If you can. Close. Not quite. Let's get Sir Kai up here and see if I can finish off his shield with blast mortars. Yes! Excellent news. Means I'll get some missile shots in. Okay. Now we have a Hades V1 and a Nihilus V1. I don't really want to face either in close range, but the Hades is a little bit closer, so... Almost dead. Can you move? You cannot move, so you just crouch and, suck it up, Buttercup. Hopefully I can kill the Nihilus as well. Come on. Okay, War, it's your show. Oh, dear.
Movement.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear. I'm gonna get plasma cannoned in the face, and I don't know if I'm gonna survive. I had really thought that those two shots would bring those shields down, but I underestimated the weakening power of this planet. And I don't have any weapons I can still fire, so here we go. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I was afraid. So now, you walk over here and break him down. And also just punch him, because screw him. Up there. Where are my sensors? Okay, there's another cyber down in that direction, but I can't see yet. Still can't see him. I think it's a Spectre V3, because he was firing EMP beamers at me, and I know that's what Spectre V3s have. Okay, Genocide down. Belphegor can advance, because he's disposable, mostly. Nope, the Genocide V3, and then another Arachnus. That Arachnus just walked into my fire like it didn't give a crap. Wow. Brave. Stupid, but brave. Alright, let's finish this guy off. I think he should be... Oh, there's another freaking Nihilist. Alrighty, there we go. Might as well.
Shields. Movement.
Okay, so now let's see if
Weapons.
you have the SPXs, you have the HKs. Can you get any kind of shot? Ooh, 79%. See, this is why missile HKs are useful. That accuracy bonus combined with the high one-shot damage means you can be halfway across the map and land hits like that. Alright, we win. Yay! We got 64,000 credits. Not actually a huge amount for this star system, but good enough.
Perk base. Perk bay.
So, upgrade time. Upgrade time, upgrade time. Gotta do me some upgrade time. We now have the advanced crystal sensors, which are longer ranged and have a better ability to sense over obstacles. So that is definitely a good upgrade. Let's see what else we have. We have the self-repair life support system. I'm not actually going to bother to upgrade that yet. It uses 17 energy a turn versus 15. It's only a fairly small upgrade. You know, as you go up the list here, the improvements become percentage-wise lower and lower, and often if a bioderm takes damage, at least serious damage, he's already dead. So, that's not really worth trying to upgrade right now. I've already talked about the weapons in the last part. I am going to give... not War. War and Famine both have 3 missiles. I'm going to give Death a neutron beam weapon in exchange for one of his pulse lasers. Fast Shadow doesn't need a battery because he just needs to be fast. I'm going to give him an anti-grav unit, so his speed rating is now a whopping 805. We are also going to give him the advanced heat diffusion, which is a huge armor upgrade. It's expensive. Well, actually, look at how expensive it is. 63,000 credits. This costs 13,000. That's almost as much as the whole perk. I'm going to give it to him, though. He might, like, survive something with it. Pestilence-wise, the advanced heat diffusion, it takes his armor down to 19, and his armor is already 45, so he's definitely not taking that. We are going to upgrade to the L1000 targeting computers and the advanced crystal sensors, however. So, be right back when I've done that. Okay, so we've got a lot of our basic upgrades done. We've upgraded the targeting computers, we've upgraded sensors. We're doing pretty well. We're now going to get those HK missiles going insofar as we can, just because those give us a significant increase in killing power. And with the missile HKs, we can actually consider... Okay, one second. I need to take that one. Replacing that one with an NBW, because that still gives us armor punch, but it also gives us some shield killing power. And with 2 missile HKs, we can afford to leave off the 3rd missile on War. Death, yes, now we're out of money, so Death can't be upgraded with the new missiles. He has to stick with the missile SPXs for now, and so does Belphegor. We've also made sure we've distributed anti-gravity units around, except to Sir Kai, who is still waiting for his for monetary reasons. I was still thinking about going from Blast Mortar to Plasma Mortar. I think I probably am going to do it, just because damage-wise there is a pretty significant difference, and 2 shots around is really valuable. Or possibly I'll go Blast Mortars up here and Plasma Mortars down here. The 90mm accelerator cannons are not too impressive in terms of damage in the age of hunter-killer missiles, and having the indirect fire capacity might be more valuable. Now, they do cost energy to fire, so once I have those, I have to start thinking really seriously about when to move Sir Kai and when to fire with him, because otherwise he'll start totally running out of energy. But in any case, let's go on another mission before we close this one off. First, let's check our bioderms, actually. Does anyone need healing? No. Nobody took serious damage during that mission. Yay!
Perk base.
So, we could defend an installation on Minak. I don't think we've been here yet, so let's do this one. It will take 3 months, so defend our installation for 9 turns. We almost never hit the turn limit. So Minak is a moon. Gravity is very low. The atmosphere is corrosive. And, oh, anti-grav systems don't work. So your anti-grav units just don't function on this planet. Theoretically, if you were being maximally efficient, what you should do is go back and replace all your anti-gravs with overdrive nodes to maximize speed. But this is such a low-gravity world that you have enough speed usually, and I don't like that level of unnecessary fiddling. So I don't like going back and replacing it and then doing the mission and then coming back and then replacing it again and yada 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 yada. So let's just go. Oh, we have a lot of enemies on screen. Okay, so we've got Nihilists down there, a Malignus V2, some Genocides, some Spectres. Okay, so that's a less threatening group. And then up here we have 4 Nihilists. 4. Wow. And that is also on the side that is less defended. That guy can't even be shot at, but next turn he's going to be in perfect position to pop up at us. Oh boy. You go over there where you have some cover. Malwan, let's jack you up a little bit, maximize your energy skill. Since there is absolutely no penalty to jacking up Malwan, like she doesn't even care. Come on, please take those shields down. Fast Shadow, you go hide.
Movement. Weapons.
You do have SP 500, so you can dash in and do some damage if you absolutely have to, but... Okay. Here's the problem. I would like to take this position right here, because that will give me the most cover. That guy is slow. They're all slow, so they're going to kind of waddle up on us. That guy might be able to get here. I'm not entirely certain. If he does, he'll have flanking fire all down this line. So, what I may have to do here is actually pull back just a little bit and hide behind the structures. Okay, well, at least I did damage to him. Crying out loud. Come on. Okay, that's one dead, which is good. Even if it's a little wimpy one, killing one is good. Okay, we killed that one. So we've killed a couple of Spectres, which is fine. You know, it's better than not killing Spectres. It's better than not killing Cybrids in general, but it's not going to win us the mission, killing Spectres. We need to kill Nihilists, and we need to kill them pretty quickly, because we have 6 to deal with. So you... Yeah, we are going to...
Movement.
Actually, what we're going to have to do probably is try to finish off one of these other groups as fast as possible so we can move reinforcements up in this direction. Because 35% is better than no percent. Yes!
Weapon reloading. Shields.
Okay, 1 Nihilist down. Pestilence is in some cover, which is good, has good cover from this direction, moderate cover from that direction, and is crouching.
Shields.
And with the electric image displacer, I think they'll be fine.
Movement. Shields.
You're going to need to move your shields like that a little bit. Death should come up here. I'm using this, I'm blatantly using part of the installation that I'm supposed to be defending as cover against the enemy. These Nihilists are too far away to be really effective, which is great. I don't have angles on those Nihilists, so I'm going to clear off some of the chaff.
Weapon reloading.
Assuming I can hit them. Okay. We've killed off a couple of them.
Movement.
Tolai is guarding that side.
Shields.
Jai is guarding this side. I may actually advance over to here, where I have height, and do some long-range shots at these Genocides. Okay, he's dead. See if we can finish off the Spectre as well. Nope.
Shields.
That's okay. At long range like this, they won't be able to strike back very effectively. That's only a Malignus V2, so he doesn't have pulse lasers. If it was a V3, I'd be seriously more worried. The Genocide V2 and the Spectre V2, these are all last generation tech. They're not that bad. The Nihilus V1s, also, the thing about Nihilises is that the V1s are super beefy. They have a lot of health, a lot of shields, they take a lot of damage, and they're dangerous at short range because they're armed with several plasma and heavy plasma cannons. But at long range, they just can't accomplish much unless your shields go down. Okay, not sure where that Nihilus is going. This is dangerous. Okay, yeah, they're moving in. That's fine. Okay, so those Nihilises did an interesting thing. They split up. Which allows me to do this.
Loading. Reloading. Destroyed.
And just finish that one off. Now I can shoot him, I can crouch, I have pretty decent cover, I can put my shields in that direction because these two hercs between them are going to be able to finish that Nihilus off without any trouble. In fact, just Belphegor is going to be able to finish that Nihilus off without any trouble once he closes in. That Nihilus is in heavy cover, I'm going to leave Belphegor to deal with it, while Pestilence moves over here to deal with these Nihilisi.
Movement. Shields.
She's in the open, but at this range, plasma cannons won't be very effective. Meanwhile, these two Reapers can just advance and crush these three Cybrids. That won't be a problem. We only needed the Missile SPX on that one. Missile HK would have been overkill. Ooh, a hit.
Shields.
Good shot, Chai. Alright, so I think all we have left is two Nihilises now. Alright, Belphegor did just take several hits, but that won't be enough to stop him. So it's interesting that when they designed this planet, they decided to make it low gravity and have it disable anti-gravity nodes, because the fact is those two are kind of redundant. So it just doesn't really have much effect in game. The fact that anti-gravity nodes are disabled. You know, it's already a low gravity planet. You're already getting significant speed boosts from that,
Reloading.
so the speed penalty isn't that bad, and it just doesn't make much difference. So I wonder why they sort of double dipped in that way. Okay, so we crushed that Cybrid Assault. That went better than I was expecting it to. If any of those had been Nihilus's V2, which I don't think we've actually seen yet, we could have been in for a world of hurt, because Nihilus's V2 mount modern weapons, and they mount a lot of them. Nihilus's V1, like I said, they only have the plasma cannons, and plasma cannons aren't terribly threatening at this stage. Most engagements are now happening at longer ranges, where the pulse lasers dominate. And at close ranges, of course, the pulse lasers do so much shield damage that shields are stripped in single rounds, or single volleys from one herc can take down, you know, a couple of Cybrid's shields at once. Plasma cannons were dangerous last generation as short-range, high-damage weapons, but now they're being out-damaged, and they still don't have the range to compete. Okay, so we have been promoted to the rank of Combat Leader. Let's see what that does for us. Okay, so the Shield Amplification Crystal. So that increases shield strength. That can be useful. I haven't used them very much, just because if I recall correctly, they're expensive. But, let's see. Nothing terribly interesting here. Once again, the core is still shrinking. Some stuff about people refusing certain types of missions. You can pause the video and watch this if you like, but notice, we're now allowed to command 15 hercs. We can have a large team if we want to spend the time to, you know, grind up money and buy 15 hercs. Or, instead, we can start buying lighter and cheaper hercs and kind of fight the cybrids at their own game. Okay, and now we have Bioderm Tarn. Tarn is a cybernetic fusion of heightened cohesion protoplasm and retrieved cybrid biotechnology. The result has proven to be the most stable unit created. So listen to that. That's a cybrid transmission. That's something that we've heard during missions.
Your rank entitles you to command more hercs and bioderms.
Okay, so let's see. If we go to purchase new hercs here, we can see that prices for the older hercs are very, very low. I mean, a Reaper costs 60,000, but an Ogre only costs 11,000. We can have 15 hercs in our troop. Right now, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And with 8 hercs of the maximum technology, we are definitely holding our own against the cybrids. So what we could do is, obviously we could spend money upgrading these to keep them on the cutting edge. But another strategy that can be followed would be to start buying ogres and giants, or possibly demons, but these lighter hercs, and using them in the way that cybrids use light cybrids. So for instance, an ogre, if we bought an ogre and upgraded it, it would probably cost us, I don't know, 70 or 80,000 for an ogre with the top-of-the-line technology, but we don't even need to give it top-of-the-line technology to have it remain competitive with at least light cybrids. If we give it, you know, some couple of pulse lasers, a couple of other energy weapons, devastator cannons for its cannon mounts, and then equip it as a mining herc, it could remain quite fast by modern standards, and light, and cheap. And then if it dies, you know, it dies, and we don't care all that much compared to one of these Reapers that we've put 250,000 credits into. Speaking of these Reapers, let's see what upgrades are available. No sensor upgrade, no targeting computer upgrade. We could upgrade life support once again to liquid life, but I'm still happy with bioenvironment right now. You know, health per turn +4, detox per turn +5, liquid life, all it does is increase health per turn to +6. It lowers our speed, it costs an extra 3,000, and it uses 20 energy versus 15. I just don't see that upgrade as really worth it. Other new things we got this promotion. We have the SP800PL GAT, Pulse Laser Gatling. So it has short range, it fires twice a turn with 160 damage and 40 damage versus armor. So that's 320 altogether. It's not better than the SP1200, frankly. And it costs more, which is weird. It has shorter range, it does a little less damage. It does a little more damage versus armor if both shots hit, but that's about it. One thing we do have is we now have the shield amplifier. So the shield amplification crystal boosts shield regeneration rate significantly. So what we could do is, if we wanted to, we could take out the overdrive node in favor of the shield amplifier. The anti-gravity unit does still give us significant speed, so we would still be okay if we did that. That's kind of a personal preference. We do have access now to Tri-Dye Armor. Tri-Dye Armor, unfortunately, it boosts overall armor rating, but it's not as effective against ballistic and missile weapons. Well, ballistic and missile weapons are most of what your armor has to protect you from. I mean, yeah, you'll take energy shots when your shields are down, but mostly it's missiles at this point that are going to be causing the damage, and Tri-Dye Armor isn't as effective against missiles. And it would cost 15,000, so I'm not going to bother with that upgrade just yet. So weapon-wise, so we've talked about energy weapons. We have the fusion guns now. So the fusion guns deal like a lot of armor damage. They're basically upgraded plasma cannons. So if you compare this to the HP cannon, it has the same range. It does a little less shield damage actually, but significantly more armor damage. You know, almost 50 points more armor damage. The fusion cannon, very similar. The thermal lance, on the other hand, has a max range of 1. So it is literally point-blank range. You cannot fire, you know, at anything beyond face-to-face, nose-to-nose with the cybrid. It's an advanced tech weapon. It takes 80 energy to fire. It does an incredible amount of damage. It does more damage to shield, almost as much damage to shields as an SP1200, and more damage to armor than an HK missile. So it's a very powerful weapon, but it's very difficult to use. You have to be moving your Hercs very aggressively and putting them at risk in order to use this weapon effectively. I don't like it, for any except possibly some kind of suicide Herc. So I'm actually going to stick with the weapons I have now for the moment, just because I think the SP-1200 and NBW combination works well as a long-range engagement package. I'm also not going to take the shield amplifiers. Shield regeneration is nice, but your best defense is killing the cybrids before they can get that many shots off at you. So, you know, the best defense is a good offense and all that. And the shield amplification crystal would require me to lose speed and repositioning ability and initiative in exchange for more defensive potential, which I'm just not a big fan of. Over here, we're going to stick with the missile SGs. It doesn't look like we have any big significant upgrades in the cannon department. I think I am going to take the plasma mortars here. Upgrade his targeting computer, upgrade his sensors. Battery is fine, drive is fine. Anti-gravity unit. We now have access to true nano repair, which is 400% repair. Enhanced nano repair, honestly, is good enough. At least for now. When we get up to, like, juggernauts, the biggest, heaviest Hercs, we might need 400%, but a 50% improvement, you know, an extra 50 points from 350 to 400 is not worth 20,000 credits, at least not for a giant. Possibly for a Reaper. You could make an argument there. But I'm not going to do it right at the moment, just because I don't think I need it. I think our team is strong, and it's doing the job. So what I am going to do, though, is I am actually going to purchase an Ogre.
Purchased.
And upgrade that Ogre to be a light raiding unit. So we're going to give it Tri-Dye Armor, unimproved drive to be fast. We're not going to... this was the other major upgrade. We can upgrade the reactor to matter conversion. So matter conversion over ion raises speed significantly and gives you a bunch of more power output. So I didn't notice that one. I'm going to do that upgrade before I bother with the Ogre. So you can see our speed is now going up into the 200s on our Reapers, which are the big slow Hercs. Fast Shadow, when I give it a matter conversion reactor, it now has a speed of over 800. And that's without the improved drive. Holy crap. How did I never give it the improved drive? So, Death has the matter conversion reactor. Belphegor... Yeah, when I give Belphegor the matter conversion reactor, it's still 30 points faster than the Reapers. Yep, wrong button. So yeah, at this point, speed starts to become much less of an issue, so if you want to replace your overdrive node with something else at this point, you definitely can. With the anti-gravity unit and the matter conversion reactors, speed ratings are very high. Herc speed starts to climb back up into where it was in the first system, or higher, and as a result, mobility becomes increasingly important, because less mobile Hercs now are just completely outclassed by both their own compatriots and the Cybrids. Cybrid mobility begins to increase at this point as well. The Nihilist V2s and V3s are faster than the V1s. The Hades V2, V3s are nightmarishly fast for something as heavy as they are. So anyway, I am out of time for today, so I'm going to stop this here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, leave a like on the video, consider subscribing to the channel, and more content like this will be coming to you on the regular. So thank you once again, and I will see you next time.